Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Who gets to vote on downtown Sarasota events? The discussion gets a little heated, plus millions are quitting their jobs. We'll talk about why.
I'm Jeffrey Kinn, Artistic Director of the Player Center, and I got to cut loose with Footloose the Musical. We're looking back at the 80s with our preview today.
I'm Bobeth. How's your March Madness bracket holding up? Mine's a goner. But whether your team wins or loses, March Madness still costs us. We'll have a breakdown in Money Matters.
And I'm Linda Carson. Blending a family is not easy. We tried it with stepchildren and step-parents. I know, I went through the whole thing. We're going to meet a family that created a game to make that process easier and a lot more fun. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome back to our friend Jeffrey Kinn.
Yes.
Great to see you.
I always love being here with you lovely ladies.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good looking.
Jerry Garcia, baby.
Yeah.
Right there.
You brought in every color we're wearing. On the other hand, you brought in every color there is.
I'm wearing you ladies today.
Very good.
Yes,
Very good.
I'm proud of it.
Well, very springy.
I like it. I love the pink and the green.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I know I am back and glad to be back with you guys.
Welcome.
And you know the biggest reason I'm glad to be back? I'm sitting down. So I did a trade show over the weekend for my very first time. This is the International Home and Houseware Show in Chicago. Enormous. It is the biggest thing I have ever seen, and it involved standing and walking for miles for days. So I'm very happy to be sitting and chatting. I did find one place to sit. Yes. I took one little spot of the Sunday evening and ran up the Willis Tower.
Ran up?
Well, no, not. I took the elevator. It's 104 floors.
I was
but
so impressed.
Usually you wait in line for hours to do this, but it was literally Sunday at 9:30. I was the only one up there, and they let me like sit on the glass ledge that overhangs the street for like 40 minutes. I just
40 minutes?
chilled. There's nobody there. But it reminded me of you, Linda, with that picture of you in China when you're out crawling.
Yeah, I was did you walk out or did you crawl out?
I don't have any height concerns. It wouldn't be there if it was going to fall over.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, no, I thought it was cool. I chilled there and just looked down and thought, I am suspended over the street.
Oh, I never looked down, although I was on my stomach, crawling on my hands and knees. I don't know why, if you fall that far, it's going to matter.
It won't matter.
If you're going hands and knees down.
I love stuff like that. I love it when it scares you just a little bit enough to give you some good adrenaline. I love that.
That's why you like the stage.
That is why I like the stage. It just scares the bejesus right out of you.
Well, I'll do my best to keep you scared and on edge, too.
Thank you.
Speaking of the stage, we do want to mention that you have a benefit, I believe it is, coming up.
Oh, we are doing an amazing thing, which one of my favorite films ever is Waiting for Guffman, which is a play about a community theater putting on a show, and it is, for most theater people, a treasure trove of funniness. I mean, we love this movie, so the Player Center is going to be showing it on our big screen on Friday for $15. It will be an awesome time. The theater folks love this show for some reason, and you will find out why if you come join us.
All right, that sounds fun.
That's
coming
great.
up Friday. More information at theplayers.org. Well, we have a familiar face in the kitchen today. We welcome back Chef Rocky from Yo Sushi.
Hello.
Tell us what we're making today.
We're going to be making a tuna caviar sashimi plate today.
Oh,
sounds good.
Had one of those recently.
No, it sounds fabulous, and we always like it when Rocky comes because he brings all sorts of different samples. You have a great setup going there, so we'll learn what's going on at Yo Sushi this spring.
We got just, the usual Blue Mondays promotion where everything on the belt is $3.50. You come on in, bring some friends, and just pick off the belt, $3.50, $3.50, $3.50. You can't beat it. It's a great deal.
Sounds good, and we'll learn how to make the tuna coming up. All right, well, Jeffrey, you also brought us a preview of Footloose.
Yes.
So in honor of Footloose, the movie, as many of us remember as being the 80s spectacle that it is, we were asked to take a look back at our lives in the 80s.
This was you?
And we're starting with you.
This is Jeffrey?
That's me. That's my first
Jeffrey.
headshot.
You were cool.
20.
You look adorable.
Oh, thank you.
You were
What happened?
Jeez, so much. I'm shy and embarrassed. I should have known that Joey would have pulled that. I
That's
know.
It
hysterical.
looks good, though. Don't be embarrassed of that.
You had that.
You would have been Footloose.
That was fun. That
You
really,
had the cool guy rocker look going.
or at least I tried for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, let's take a
like
look
it.
at Linda from the 80s.
Oh,
Look
the
at
big
that
hair.
Oh, that's so
My Bud was
sweet.
head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and you can see me standing behind
The
him.
bigger the
right?
hair, the closer to God, is
That's
what we used
right.
to say. Yes.
But I love the caption, "This Bud's for her."
Oh, that was on the Cleveland magazine.
You have great hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. A lot of
You
it.
haven't aged, Linda.
I went with the styles. It was wild.
All right, speaking of a lot of hair, unfortunately, the crew died laughing when I brought this in. This was 1989.
Oh, wow.
And I did have a lot of hair.
You were just a kid.
Look at
Yeah,
you got
that
the
was a lot
over-the-shoulder
of hair.
thing going, too.
I was
which-
in high school, and that was a lot of hair.
The only thing that would have been better is
That
if
is
you would have done the hand.
I'm,
on the
I'm
chin.
like
sure there's a pose like that in that set, too. So, yeah.
And
you know
the
what?
moon- and the
Listen,
blue moon background.
I have fine, straight hair. Do you know how long that took and how much Aquanet it took?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
my
listen,
mom refused to clean my bathroom because the amount of elbow grease it took to get the hairspray off
A
the
can
counter
a
and
day,
floor.
baby.
A can a day. Do not light a cigarette near
Was-
me. I will blow up.
Was Bo Beth alive
looks
at that
good.
point?
Yeah, we had to go to the
was.
nursery for Bobette's 80s
I was born
picture.
in the 80s, actually.
Yes, we know.
1980. So I was
Oh, look at you.
between 0 and 10.
Wow.
But I decided to go with my 30th birthday party instead.
That's what I was going to say. You wore the same outfit to your birthday party.
I'm pretty sure that's your 35th birthday party.
Okay, tell everyone.
You just lied. You just lied.
Nothing like a friend.
Sorry, I was invited. You just lied.
I'm staying out of this conversation when it comes to women in age.
Well, you guys said I was a baby. I was going with the flow. Don't tell
We
everybody.
keep it real here.
We do.
Well, yeah.
Keep it real
I
here.
figured you guys didn't want to see, me under 10. I figured.
All right, way to stick it to us. All right, we have a lot of fun
Thanks so
coming
much.
up. Yes.
Every year is a good year.
Every year is a good year,
Yes.
especially if you get to have it.
Yes.
All right, it is time for our first hot topic and a feisty exchange for well over an hour between Sarasota city leaders, business owners, and downtown condo dwellers. So the city commission was supposed to decide Monday night between several options, all designed to give condo owners more say on downtown events. But after the heated back and forth, that conversation had to be tabled. It all stems from the controversy surrounding last year's Thunder by the Bay. But it's still relevant because there's an increasing number of downtown events. So, should a condo building get to vote on an event, or should each owner in the condo building get a vote, or should it all be allocated based on building size, more like electoral votes? Because they sure can't decide. What do you think?
Well, I think downtown belongs to everybody in the city, not just the people who live downtown. They chose to live downtown. Downtown was there before the condos were built, and downtown belongs to everybody. Yes, they should have quiet after 11 o'clock or things like that, but still, everybody should come together in the city. That's the gathering place.
I agree with Linda. My difference would be the fact that when you move downtown, it is a metropolitan area. Regardless if we're a smaller metropolitan area, it's still metropolitan. So you expect nightlife, you expect these things. Don't move to this downtown of the city if you don't want to hear noise. Go into the suburbs.
Yeah.
That's what the purpose is.
I'm so glad you both said that, because my whole time you were speaking, I kept saying none of the above.
Right.
Exactly.
Why should any group of people
Get to vote.
have a say over what is better for the people? I mean, I think that's why we have elected officials, so that they can figure this out for us.
So who votes? The business owners, should they get to vote?
I don't think any of them
I
should
think
get
it's
to
a city.
vote.
I think it's a city government issue. They have to say, "Hey, we're going to have this event. It'll be quiet at this time. It's going to start at this time. Get over it."
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I don't think it's not like an association where you're voting what's happening in your building.
In your
you're
neighborhood,
now
yes.
voting on what's going to happen on the street that's going to impact everyone else.
Good point.
And the idea,
Yep.
like for instance, Thunder by the Bay, those vendors that have shops on there lost a lot of money last year because
Absolutely,
of it.
because it went
I mean,
away.
thousands and thousands. And you start thinking about how that trickles down. That's that's jobs.
Yep.
That's so many other things. And all because someone who retired in downtown doesn't want to hear noise. It's not fair to the other people in the community.
Well,
Yeah.
we may agree, but there has been no consensus in the large group, so it's something we'll definitely keep hearing about. Google is looking to make long bus rides more productive for students. Google is giving 24 new school buses to a school district in South Carolina. These buses are equipped with Wi-Fi. The idea is that students who ride the bus up to 2 hours a day to get to and from school can also get their homework done during the long ride. The tech company also gave the district 1,700 laptops for the students to use. Google hopes to expand that program around the country. Do we like this, or is it too much pressure to be
many
productive?
questions.
Oh, but you have to do your homework. You
But
might
it's
as
at
well-
home. It's not school bus work.
But if you're riding 2 hours on the bus, it's going to be like 6 o'clock when you get home.
Didn't you do your homework on the morning of school on your lap anyway going? I did.
But as an adult, I've learned that you have to use every minute you have, and I'm memorizing lines as I'm in my car. So I think helping tell kids that you need to utilize this time, not just play around. I think it's a great idea.
And you can't really play around that much on the bus.
You get in
So
trouble
use
anyway.
that time to run and play.
One, I feel like they shouldn't have a 2-hour ride because that's atrocious in the first place. Once you get to school, you're just so spent because you spent that much time in the car. So that's an issue. They need to figure out why they're driving 2 hours to school. But my thing is, I was one of those kids that had to be bussed in, and I slept. I got on the bus at 5 a.m. and I slept between 5 a.m. and 7 when we got to school.
Wow.
My son is one of the reasons you wouldn't be able to sleep on the bus now. They're loud, they're rowdy,
Yeah.
they're 12-year-old boys.
But if they had a laptop, they might not be that way.
Yes, but they wouldn't be doing homework, and that's my comment.
Well, that's the
is they're
thing.
gonna
Are
be
they
doing other
able to
things. They're gonna-
track what they're doing?
I don't know.
Or-
They're gonna
They're
have
not
to
going to be
block
doing homework.
sites.
They're going to
No.
be doing
Yeah, they could
internet
block
surfing,
it.
watching YouTube and things like that.
Probably so. Anyway, it's a nice thought. We'll see if
I
it
think so.
actually is a benefit. So we talked about job openings increasing in the past 2 months under President Trump. Well, this may be part of the reason why. More people are quitting their jobs. 3.2 million quit in January alone. Believe it or not, this is seen as a sign of economic security and worker confidence because most people are unlikely to quit a job unless they are confident they can get another one. The combination of open positions and people quitting is a trend that experts say could push up wages. What do you think?
I have a friend who's an engineer for a VP at a company in Miami who went on vacation last week, came back and quit her job and said that she was going to just follow her dreams.
What was her dreams?
They're
She hasn't
ridiculous.
dreamed them yet?
I don't know
They're
what
in
she's
the
gonna do.
works.
I mean, exactly. I don't think that's safe.
I don't either.
No, me either.
But
I
is there
say quit a job when you have another job. Never leave the job you've got until you have another one.
But is there a time in your life when you say, you know what, life is too short, and I have to enjoy the time that I have, and if I am not enjoying what I'm doing, I need to do something that I enjoy doing. Life is too short.
It's not enjoyable if you can't pay the bills.
I agree with you. You
You
want to
know?
enjoy it. But my concern for her, because again, she went on vacation and had so much fun, and she was like, I should live like this all the time. I'm like, okay, but that's not realistic.
Right.
And you need to pay your bills. You're not going to enjoy it if you don't have a place to live and
Right.
homeless.
True. True.
It's an interesting balance, but apparently there are people who are saying, like your friend, yep, not now.
Screw it.
Not
Lots of
done
luck.
with this. Good
Wow.
luck to everyone. So there's a new health epidemic out there, and it actually smells good. It's your perfume. An Australian research group found that 1 in 3 people report adverse health effects to fragrance products. This could include perfumes, soaps, household cleaners, and candles. Can lead to asthma attacks, skin irritation, and migraines. So with all of those issues out there, the scent industry is still booming. Who has problems with perfumes?
Oh,
Linda,
I
know
do.
you
I do, yes. I walk into a store where the perfume's on display and I start to sneeze and itch, and it just drives me crazy.
But yet we all buy them. Today is actually National Fragrance Day.
Oh, great, bring that up.
I
No,
love
well,
that.
you know what? And I'm not allergic to them, but I'm also not a big
You know, I
Fragrance
wear
fan?
fragrance. I just can't be bothered. It's just one more thing to do.
I
That's it.
love it that if I hug somebody and they go, oh my gosh,
know.
you smell good. I love that. So I wear a little cologne, but I'm not like the guy in the gym that you can smell coming up behind you, because there is the guy at
And
the
it
gym.
is a nice surprise when you
people-
get close to somebody.
But people
And I
have their
just-
own scents anyway. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
still smell?
but it might not be good.
It's, I was going to say, the scents that people have naturally are the ones we wish they'd
Yeah.
cover up. That's usually
I
not
wear
our show.
Angel, and when I spray it on, it burns like everything, but I do it anyway.
I
Angel
don't
from
think it's
Victoria's
supposed to
Secret?
burn
I think
you.
it's
not
everything in
from Victoria's
moderation.
Secret, no.
In moderation, fragrances
All right.
are great.
Yeah.
Good advice. A big oops moment from a soccer star in Australia. He said his thank yous after a big win on the field. Check it out.
Thank you very much for this, for giving me this. And I appreciate my fans also. My wife and my girlfriend. I mean my wife, yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife. Lizzie, I love you so much. Aya, I love you so much from my heart.
Yeah, oops, he did just thank his wife and his girlfriend.
And said
Now,
different names.
he may not be celebrating for long, because even if this just was an innocent slip-up and we don't know the truth, this oops moment went viral. It has 2.5 million views on Twitter alone.
That poor wife.
Well, do we know whether there are two women in the
We
fight,
don't.
or was he literally saying? Because I got married, so sometimes I still say fiance
But even if he didn't mean it, the whole world thinks there is.
Yeah.
So.
No, she might think it is because, you know, now she's going to be self-conscious.
Absolutely.
Is he cheating on me?
Awful. I feel terrible for him.
Poor lady.
I don't know who I feel terrible
Him
for.
or her,
Yeah, either way, poor guy. So
love
yeah,
it.
in this world there are no
That is
mistakes.
hilarious.
They don't go viral. All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast, and we talked about fragrance issues. We're also going to come back and talk about seasonal allergies.
All right, let's check out the weather for this beautiful Tuesday. And man, mostly sunny skies once again. Temperature at 70 degrees. We have a west-southwest wind at 11 miles per hour. Really can't beat a day like this. It is wonderful thanks to high pressure and control. Once again, dry air is above us. You can see all that tan color over the Gulf of Mexico draping the state of Florida, and that's the dry air we're talking about, all due to sinking and compressing air. And as we look at our radar, nothing to report here. It's all quiet thanks to dry air suppressing any sort of moisture trying to get going. And that's really about it. We have lots of sunshine in our forecast for the rest of the afternoon. We're going to have a beautiful sunset, and as we go through the overnight hours, temperatures will fall into the upper 50s tonight, but they'll get close to the dew point, so we could have some patchy fog that develops around the Suncoast later tonight.
It's the first day of spring, and this is a big season for sniffling and sneezing. Seasonal allergy sufferers often struggle here on the Suncoast as the pollen counts climb. But some of us are just helpless to fight back, and we have no idea how our allergies are really affecting our overall well-being. Rachel Franzen from Gulf Coast Medical Group is here to give us some tips on beating this season. Welcome. You're just in time. Thank you, thank you. Allergies a lot more complex than what we think, right?
It's true. You know, we get a lot of people that come down here seasonally and they don't know that they have allergies, and they get down here and, you know, we see a lot of people in the office with colds and runny noses and itchy eyes and sore throats, and they don't really know what it is when in fact it's just allergies.
But there is something you can do. Now, you're telling us that they really do affect all of us, not just
Yes.
our nose and runny eyes, but the whole body.
Yes, so the whole upper respiratory system can be affected by allergies. You can have itchy eyes, you can have nasal congestion. If you look in the diagram there, you can see the pulmonary system. You can get respiratory irritation, shortness of breath. So really these are things that you want to be aware of because it can affect your whole body system.
I itch when I'm around certain things. Is that allergies?
It is. It is. It's your body's histamine response to the environment around you, and that can be pollen. It can be, you know, red tide. It could just be, you know, things that, you know, different people, different environments, you know, especially here because we're a seasonal place, that you are becoming exposed to that your body isn't used to.
You know, I went to the ballet Saturday night. I picked up the program. I started to sneeze. My nose started to run. My eyes started to run. I put it down and it stopped. So you can be allergic to things like paper.
And that we call that contact. It's, you know, a contact allergy. So yes, it can be people, it can be environment, it can be foods even. And your body responds to that.
So I have a question. To me, allergies are frustrating, right? Because when you get sick, you know it's going to work its way through a cold, or it's something that needs a medicine and you'll get better.
Right.
And allergy seems like something that you just can't do anything about. I mean, what do you do if you're stuffed up for 4 months straight?
Because you don't want to take like those medicines every single day.
Right. So it's all about prevention. So, you know, when you start to have symptoms, usually you're already experiencing, you know, the stuffy nose and the running. But, you know, there's methods that you can take. A lot of the over-the-counter things really work for people who have allergies. You know, Zyrtec, Flonase, they reduce that histamine response. They reduce the inflammation. And really, it's best taken prophylactically. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is when you know that you're going to have a trigger, it's better to take that, you know, in the beginning so that you don't exacerbate your symptoms.
So this time of year with pollen, it's okay to take a daily over-the-counter.
Definitely, and we definitely recommend that. And some of the things that you can do to kind of, you know, check on that, you want to check pollen counts. You want to know what your environment's like. You want to know if there's, you know, exacerbation of red tide, because then you can take those preventative measures.
Oh, that's so good to
and
know.
take a daily antihistamine, or, you know, take a daily nasal spray. That will help.
What
And
about
those are
tips?
some of
Give
the
us some tips to tell us how to avoid all this and how to protect ourselves.
So luckily here in Florida, you know, we get that daily rain when it starts to get into spring and summer, and that's the best time to go out and, you know, have outdoor activity. Other than that, the early morning time is really not that great, nor is the early evening, because that's when you're going to have a lot of allergies. So you want to stay indoors at that time. And again, you know, with pollen counts, you want to make sure that you're checking, you know, your local weather, your local TV, social media to see what kind of allergens are in the environment.
Oh, that's so good to know. Do air cleaners, things like that really help? My son gave me a big air cleaner. Is that really going to help?
It does actually. Help approaches are really important for people who have allergies. It helps to keep the air clean. It helps to remove all of those things that can get stuck in places that we can't see on our surfaces.
So even portable plug-in
definitely
cleaning filtering units.
Especially if you know that you have allergies, it'll keep your environment clean, especially at night.
Good to know.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
A lot of good tips.
Rachel is with the Venice Medical Practice, Venice Family Medical Practice. And for more information, you can go to gulfcoastmedicalgroup.net. Find out all there is to know about allergies and how to avoid them so you're not sneezing all year. Next, Money Matters.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you know, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
You know, things can happen in an instant. We never expected Brady to be in an accident. And if he didn't have blood donors, he wouldn't be here.
To Suncoast blood donors and everybody in this community, I'd say thank you. You know, I'm gonna pay it forward.
And welcome back. March Madness has taken us by storm, but how much money does it cost us? We have the answer in today's Money Matters. Our financial expert and ABC7 business commentator, Richard Stern, is here to break down the numbers. All right, Richard, I know my bracket isn't good, but it says that March Madness is also impacting the economy?
Absolutely. What's wrong with your bracket?
It's a disaster.
She didn't pick Wisconsin.
Exactly. I do happen to have a little Wisconsin tie on. And, oh, by the way, they did beat Villanova, in case you missed it.
Thanks.
But curious, how many of us maybe last Thursday or Friday took a little time while we were supposed to be working and watched basketball?
I didn't watch the game. I only got notifications.
It might just be you that's wrecking the
Just
economy.
me. What can I say? Well, what I want to do is share some figures regarding March Madness, and then some see if we can match some things up. Okay. One of the figures is $125 million.
Okay.
One is $7.3 million. And Bobeth, for you, $4
Wouldn't you
billion.
know it?
This is right in my alley.
Now, the possible topics that fit up with these are unproductive workers.
I think I know which one
Steph,
that
you hold
goes
that.
Okay. I know where that's going.
Coach K's salary. Coach K being the coach of Duke.
Give
I'll
that
give
to
you
Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
And the economic impact on Phoenix. Now, Phoenix will be hosting the Final Four this year.
We'll go
next
one.
weekend. So let's see which order you would like to put them in.
Oh, that can't be
workers.
possible.
I think that's
I would have
possible.
done 125 million on unproductive workers.
I would have done it on Phoenix. I don't know. That's
Wait a minute,
lot
let's
of
think
money.
about it.
This is
Economic
in the
impact.
billions.
That's got
They're not going to get
that's got to be economic impact.
They're not going to get a
They're
billion
not going to get
economic
billions.
impact.
for
Not that
hosting
many
it.
people watched either.
Oh,
Yes, they
my
do.
goodness. It's
Well,
all that happens. All that happens.
Am I
Linda
the only
only watches-
productive worker
you
here?
watch football, right?
I'm a football
All
guy.
right,
you
break,
go.
give us the real answer.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but you're all correct.
Whoa!
The first answer is $4 billion for people like me who are watching television instead of working.
That's amazing.
That's a huge number, and
that
guess
is a
what?
huge
It's going to
number.
happen again. Well, I think this week the games are at night, but in fact, that's an enormous
It'll still
number.
be an excuse for the next morning.
There you go. The second is, in fact, Phoenix. Phoenix will be hosting the Final Four this year. The economic impact over that 3-day period, $125
That's awesome.
million.
That's good for them.
And last but not
I
least,
do know Coach's salaries.
There you go.
I do know Coach's
Coach
salaries.
K, who is the highest paid college basketball coach, Coach Krzyzewski at Duke, $7.3 million. So I know he lost over the weekend, but he delivered his salary.
His salary doesn't
His
say it.
salary goes on. Now,
Wow.
a couple other statistics I'd like to share with you because March Madness is just enormous. Let's take a look at some figures regarding sales during this period. Number one, now this is statistically accurate, judging 4-week periods over a 52-week period, if that makes sense. An 18% increase in sales of beer. Not a surprise, not to me. A 19% increase in the size of pizza sales. And now this one I really think is terrific. A 22% increase in the winning schools applications.
Everybody wants to be with the winner.
Vanderbilt,
That's good.
Villanova last year was the winner, and they had a 22% increase in the number of applications to go to school there.
Well, they won't have that problem this year.
No, they will not. They certainly will
People
not.
that messed up my bracket.
Sorry about that. I don't know what to say. The financials are what they are. Right?
Very fun
Well,
segment.
thank you so much. It's
You're
always
welcome.
great to see like real life situations put into things we can understand. So thank you so much, Richard.
You're
and
welcome.
next, a family-friendly game to bring all of your family members together. We'll be right back.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
But is it? It's really just the beginning, right? Have you written a book and want it published but don't know where to start? You're not alone. Page Publishing cuts through the confusion that most new authors face, like copyright protection, barcodes, printing, and digital uploading. We will get your book into bookstores now. We guide you through the publishing maze and help you distribute and sell your work in hard copy and ebook formats. That's right, we will digitize and place your book for sale on Amazon, Apple iBooks, and Google, offering it to millions. Don't waste another minute. Most publishers won't even look at new author submissions, but we're different. We review your book and provide you feedback in about a week. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, our team gets you into bookstores fast.
Call for your free author submission kit at 800-425-5308.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Rocky from Yo Sushi. And Chef, you talked about caviar. Are we like melding Russia and Japan here? What are we doing?
Well, it's not quite traditional caviar. It's actually a flying fish roe. It's called tobiko. It's very popular in Japan. It's frequently garnished on a lot of sushi and sashimi recipes.
All right, sounds good. We look forward to joining you in just a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Right.
Well, the American family is changing. Half of U.S. marriages are a remarriage, and more than 1,300 new step families are formed every day. But living as a bonded and blended family is far from easy. So to help us with the process, one family has created a card game to help break the ice and put the humor back in the blended household. Please welcome James Schimler and Ashley Chafee. All right, you guys, tell us about the Rehab Gaming.
Yeah, so Rehab Gaming, it's our brand, Rehab Gaming USA, and we've created 2 games out of it. We created Rehab a Couples Release, which is our first game, and then launched Rehab a Families Release.
Which is actually debuting right now on your show.
Oh,
So
we love
we wanted
debuts.
to bring it to you guys, but this is the first time that folks have seen it. It's now on the market and it's available.
All right, so we got the name, but why Rehab and what does it mean?
So again, it's a very catchy name, right? So that's one of the things that we wanted. We wanted a very catchy name, but also as our brand kind of expanded, and James will talk a little bit about how we came up with a couples release, but as our brand expanded, we see that there is a need to rehab the art of conversation. So we create games that rehab the art of conversation.
Oh.
Wow.
Because
Okay,
we're
that's
usually
simple.
buried in our
Yes.
electronics.
Yes.
Okay.
You go out to dinner, it's, you know, nobody can talk face to face anymore.
I like that. So now you're making people engage. And you know, when you talk about a blended family, that engagement is usually a lot harder.
Yes, it is.
So how do you go from having a step child and a step parent kind of start interacting?
I can speak from personal experience. James has an 11-year-old who's an incredible kid, and their bond is absolutely amazing. And knowing this, going into the relationship that I did, how do you connect with that? You know, how do you break down the barriers of, you know, oh, dad's girlfriend or whatever the case may be. So the first time I met little James was I went to Target and I pulled a bunch of board games. And I'm like, because I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, how do I interact with this kid on a level that is a little bit less tense? So we played board games and that night was great, but as the relationship grows and you move in together, you feel like an outsider in your own home. You know, we live together, and it's hard to go into that such great bond of father and son. And so if I can have the dinner table, right, 6:30 every night where we come to the dinner table, if I can have an hour where I feel like I'm a part of that and I'm a part of his growth and I'm a part of his life in a way that I'm not his stepmom, I'm not his mom, I'm becoming a friend, but really just being silly and interactive. So,
all right, and will you guys also, so while that is good, there's another version of it where, you know, you're talking about the couples. How does the game help the family structure of the couple?
So what happened with couples release is one of my best friends and his wife were not communicating. But they were coming over to the house, this was about 6 years ago, and they were coming over to have some drinks and relax, but I knew they weren't talking. So I thought this is gonna be a miserable evening. So what I did is I took a legal pad, I wrote 52 questions down, and I put a deck of cards in the middle of the table. And they were open-ended questions, but it got them talking, it got them conversing. Questions like, hey, when was the last time you were proud of your partner? When was the last time your partner made you genuinely happy? And over the course of 2 hours of playing the game, they were getting closer. They started to kiss a little bit. And by the end of the night, the wife says, geez, I feel like we went to rehab, couples therapy.
Oh, interesting. I love it.
So it's been in the head, my head, for 6 years. And with the release of the family's release, we are promoting #FamilyFirst. And what Family First is that this is something, the game is a tool for families to communicate.
Let's play.
Yeah.
And we can absolutely
Yes,
play.
let's play.
All right,
Okay.
so how does it work? We all pulled a card.
You all pull a card, so you're going to read the question, and then you're going to answer.
Okay, I'll go
Steph.
first. If you were a superhero, what would your day job be?
I like it.
Like what I am before I turn into the superhero?
Any day job you can have.
Okay.
You can't be saying news anchor.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Okay, I would be a kindergarten teacher.
Oh.
Oh,
That is
okay.
funny.
You're a brave woman. You are a superhero.
They are superheroes.
Yes.
Okay, so it says, while at a party, someone caught you double dipping chips in the salsa.
That would never happen.
What would you do? I would just take the entire salsa bowl.
And just run.
That's what I would do. I would just take the whole
That bowl is done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
It's
bowl is
for me.
mine.
Yes.
Linda, you're up.
Okay, you just got a D on your report card. How would you tell your parents? I would say, I have found what I'm going to do when I graduate. I'm going to teach English and physical education because I am great in those things. And I made a D in math. But I am really good in something.
That's good.
Mine is a social card, so that's different, right?
That is a social card. So when you pick up a social card in a couple's release, you have a clink of glass where you take a sip of your whatever you're drinking.
Oh, we forgot the party wine.
Yeah, really.
Or,
seriously.
yeah, or
Cheers. Okay.
take a kiss too.
Okay.
See, it brings everybody together.
Jumped right on that.
I know, seriously, I love Linda.
And then you have these social
Linda's
cards.
like, one more, please.
Social card. You just won an award. Give your acceptance speech. Oh. I'd like to thank everyone for this incredible honor, but I couldn't do it without the little people. So I'd like to thank all the minions and the people that clean my shoes and iron my shirts, because I wouldn't look this good without you. So thank you.
Have you been practicing this?
No, I just, seriously, yeah.
I feel like he already had the speech written.
Yeah. What? Just in case he
Just in case I need it. I'm a social person.
What a great way to get people talking, though.
Thank you.
Especially families.
You know what? Some of the things with your kids, you want to hear their answers. And you want to know, hey, what are they thinking? How would you respond to a D? Or how would you respond to a bad day? So maybe if they come home and you see them doing those things, you're going to be aware. You're going to know what's going on.
You know there's a D hiding somewhere.
Yeah. And not only that, you just know how to help and just be more involved, especially with the couples. I think that's a great game. Thank you for debuting the family one here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Now, if you guys want to get more information about Rehab Gaming, you want to just go to rehabgamingusa.com. Next, everybody cut loose. Footloose. Kick off, shove their shoes. The 80s musical is coming back. We'll be right back.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5. Hey, Tampa Bay, join us for the premiere of a new St. Petersburg tradition. The St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, happening Saturday and Sunday, March 25th and 26th from 10 to 6 p.m. at Northstraw Park. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends for the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, March 25th and 26th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. A brush fire burning at a Venice park for days. How the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is helping firefighters make sure that fire doesn't reach nearby homes. Plus, a hunt for great white sharks. Researchers with Mote Marine Lab in Sarasota share what they've learned about this predator species. Let's get a check on the weather now with meteorologist Josh Stone. Josh?
All right, Scott. Yeah, beautiful day on this Tuesday afternoon. 79 in Arcadia, 82 in Lake Placid, 80 in Sebring and Avon Park and Wauchula, 72 in Venice, 70 here in Sarasota, a little bit cooler in Cortez at 68 degrees, but beautiful conditions, no doubt about that. High pressure in control, dry air loft shows up in tan on this graphic. Nothing to show you on the radar, though maybe that could change on Thursday. We'll talk about that at 5. But as far as your evening planner, clear and cool.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
With a the top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
The year was 1984. A gallon of gas cost $1.10. Apple debuted their first Mac computer, and the movie Footloose launched the career of its star Kevin Bacon. It's the story of a young man who moves into a town where dancing and rock music are forbidden, and it was turned into a Broadway musical in 1998. Now the Players Theater is bringing it to the Suncoast. The artistic director, Jeffrey Kent, of course, is with us today, and he brought the show's dance captain, Asia Deacle. Asia, welcome. We're so happy to have you here today. Wow, Jeffrey, for a musical that's about a town that doesn't allow dancing, you've got a lot of dance numbers in this.
It's a lot of dancing. And it's fun because it's dance moves that people will recognize from the 80s. We've incorporated some modern stuff, but a lot of it is going to hark back to the Michael Jackson music videos and a lot of things you've seen before.
Voguing,
So it's going to be
yeah, but a lot of your cast members weren't even born in the 80s.
I know, it's terrible. That's why I started to share pictures of myself so they would see what they were supposed to do.
You were a cool guy.
I was so cool. It's terrible. The show really, though, is amazing. It says a lot, and I believe it's one of those movies that is better as a stage musical. To see it live on stage and see what the people are going through and have them express themselves and act their way through it. There's some video that is really an incredible piece. The music is great. Some of it is songs, of course, that you know, and then they actually wrote some songs specifically for the show.
So how do you go from talking to singing? Is there an inspiration for bursting into song and dance?
Oh, absolutely. When you're feeling some emotion, when you just need to get out those feelings, that's when you feel the music coming on. And like Jeffrey said, it's a lot of the songs you'll recognize from the soundtrack, which is a ton of fun, but there's also original music that you haven't heard before, and it's beautiful. There's some really, really great new stuff incorporated in.
I love the old stuff. Tell me about some of the songs we'll recognize.
Well, you'll hear
Let's hear it for the boy.
And holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give us more. Give us more.
Jukebox it out.
Yeah, and then of course, Footloose, of course, which is which Bo Beth is going to sing for us later.
Well,
I'm part of the show.
You are.
We actually brought singers to do that, so we don't have to hear Bo Beth sing. Thank you, Jeffrey.
You guys want to hear me.
We have children who were not born in the 80s pretending to be the children of the 80s. So I'm very proud of them. They have done an amazing job. Paige Galdieri and AJ Callie, and they're going to be singing. They're just on a bridge, two ships that pass in the night, and they found each other in this beautiful Texas town called Beaumont.
Aww. Take it away, guys.
I thought that dreams belonged to other men, 'cause each time I got close, they'd fall apart again.
I feared my heart would beat in secrecy.
I faced the nights alone. Oh, how could I have known that all my life I only needed you? Oh, almost paradise.
almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear that I can see forever in your eyes. Paradise.
And in your arms, salvation's not so far away.
It's getting closer, closer every day. Almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear that I can see forever in your eyes. Paradise. Paradise.
Players Center through April 9th. For tickets and information, visit theplayers.org. And we'll be right back.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call AmeriCare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
one.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Welcome back. Okay, last night, so much fun. The premiere of a very cool season of Dancing with the Stars. It's an amazing cast. So here come a few spoilers. Olympic medalist Simone Biles, NFL player Rashad Jennings, oh, that gold jacket, bull rider turned model Bonner Bolton. They all scored very well last night. SNL's Chris, is it Catan or Catton? Catan. All right, thank you. Sorry, I'm not an SNL watcher. And Mr. T he didn't do so well. But one of the more memorable moments of the night was Charo's enthusiastic performance. The woman has not aged in decades. So everybody's looking forward to that.
My age.
Yeah, seriously. And also, this is the girl from Glee, I think, that we're going to take a look at. Oh, that was the girl in the yellow. Okay, is this Simone? They're going by awfully quick now. Anyway, you remember Brittany dancing on Glee. She did a very good job. Okay, here's Charo, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's 73 years old. We had to look it up. 74 years old.
74, 4 years younger than me, and I can't do that.
I don't know. Look how fun that is.
You
she
can,
looks
Linda.
amazing.
She looks
yes,
good.
you could do it if you
She's
wanted
been
to.
a caricature of herself for like 30 years.
It is a crazy, crazy fun cast. You're not going to want to miss it. Monday night was the beginning, and of course it continues right here on ABC. All right, we are ready to head to the kitchen with our friend Chef Rocky from Yo Sushi.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. A step toward getting rid of election fraud, what Florida may soon do differently to make sure people aren't registered to vote in multiple states. And now taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now there's an accident in Manatee County. It's on University Parkway in the westbound lanes at US 301. And now let's head over to Josh and take a look at our forecast.
Okay, Haley, thanks so much. 70 degrees outside right now. Lots of sunshine. Dew point at 61. Humidity at 73%. West-southwest winds sustained at 11 miles per hour. And basically the winds coming out of the west anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour at this time. The radar is quiet. And as far as your overnight, we're going to have mostly clear skies and temperatures will cool down into the upper 50s, but there could be some patchy fog.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hey, Tampa Bay, join us for the premiere of a new St. Petersburg tradition, the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, happening Saturday and Sunday, March 25th and 26th from 10 to 6 p.m. at Nordstrom Park. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends for the St. Petersburg Seafood and Music Festival, March 25th and 26th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Coming up Wednesday at 4 on Suncoast View, we're heading outside to wax on, wax off. We learned the tips to get the cleanest cars, and even we can make that a competition, so watch out. The Sarasota Film Festival is going to take the Suncoast by storm next week. We'll learn which celebs to expect, and we'll preview the Don't Miss events, plus the best workout apps, and New York-style Snapdog is in the kitchen.
Welcome back. Me and the lovely ladies are with Chef Rocky from Yo Sushi.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Let's make some delicious food.
All right, we're going to be making a tuna caviar sashimi today. First thing we want to do, we have some nice tuna loin right here. If you could just begin by peppering that for me.
Which I can do.
All
Good
sides.
job.
And flip it over. Make sure it's really well coated, because that's going to help with preventing it from sticking once we actually put it onto the skillet to sear it.
Oh, pepper will do that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I already pre-oiled it a little bit, but I just want to overpower it with oil.
Right.
So, and then what we do, once we have the finished product, like so, we put it on for a nice quick sear. All right, and it's going to be real fast. We don't want to cook the inside of it. We want to maintain sashimi quality. Very important.
Can we say quick, like 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 15 seconds on each side, give or take.
15 seconds?
Yeah, real quick
Wow.
sear. We just want to basically just crisp the outside, just barely. And we don't want to overcook it. That's very important. All right, so that
Then it would not be sushi.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
We want to maintain tuna caviar sashimi is what it is.
Okay.
So.
You have to set it up on the side,
Right? Yeah, there we go. And then it's going to be going into a marinade.
Yes.
That is sake and soy sauce. I've already talked about the flavor profile of this. What we have here is some soy sauce, low sodium.
Yeah.
We're just going to add all that sake right to it.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
That's a big old jug
Oh,
you
my
got
goodness
there, Rocky.
gracious.
There is.
I love big jugs.
That'll marinate quite a bit of tuna. All right,
there
and
we
our
go.
tuna's looking pretty seared over here.
There we go.
I'm going to let that go.
Yeah,
I just want you to know.
Thanks,
I
Steph.
tried to ignore it, but I couldn't.
No, I like alcohol. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Look, nice sear on the outside, still pretty sashimi quality on the inside. And we just let that sit in there for about a half hour.
Half hour.
Yep, and then once that's nice and marinated, this is the only thing I've ever cooked that we actually marinate after the cooking process.
Yeah.
So it's pretty different from everything I'm used to.
And you do have some that we already marinated that we're going to...
We have some that's pre-seared and marinated that I did a short while ago. If we could just cut that up into 5
like
even
this?
pieces.
5?
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
It's already on the bias for you. You can even get 4 out of that. Beautiful cut.
2. Thank you.
I think Linda's a professional.
Linda and I are good sous chefs.
She almost lost the finger.
3.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Yes.
there's a
That's
glove.
only- That's only a glove.
There we go.
Just move that out your way when you eat it.
More time.
No,
I got
fantastic.
it. 5.
Well, Beth has to
There we
stack
go.
these, so make sure they look good. Okay,
Okay, and then we have already 5 slices already ready over here.
Luckily.
And the building process is pretty simple. What we have is some shiso leaf, which is just basically a Japanese mint type style
Can I
of
smell
leaf.
it?
Which obviously you can
yeah,
eat,
it smells
right?
good. It's a good palate cleanser for
All
at
right,
the
so
end
what
of your
do I
fish dish.
do?
So what we're going to do is we're kind of go like a hashtag of 2 pieces of tuna going across, 2 pieces crossing those, right next to one another.
Tuna going across.
Yours are exactly even,
Exactly.
your pieces.
And
Beautiful. And then another 2 going like this, like a hashtag.
Oh, you did say that, huh?
It's like that.
There we
Go
go. And then 1 more going across those 2. All right, and then we have here some Japanese radish already in little piles. It's kind of like haystacks, and it's called daikon. Right, that goes on top of that, and that's basically like our sauce absorbers. That's going to be holding a lot of flavor for us. It really doesn't have much flavor by itself. And then what we're going to do is take a pinch of this tobiko. It's flying fish caviar.
She's been trying that on her own.
Right in the middle. It looks a little half full now.
You're a tattletale.
There we go. Let's put a little more on there. Let's get generous with this caviar, okay?
Good.
This is good stuff. Everybody loves caviar, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then the final touch is we're going to take a little bit of this sake and soy sauce that we already have mixed, and a tiny little drizzle right on the center there.
Okay.
A little more than that. That's okay. There we go. Now that all that daikon just absorbed all that flavor of the sake and soy. So as you're eating it, hopefully with chopsticks, you'll be able to take a little piece of that and like get the meld of the flavor of everything sake
All right,
and soy.
pass the chopsticks down. Let's
There
dig
we go.
in.
We also
You
have
need some
forks.
Oh, you've got some.
Nah, we're going to be official.
All right.
That makes it eating harder. All right, so Rocky, you always have lots of different things at Yo Sushi, different bowls out front. Anything you want to highlight?
Yeah, just we make a variety of hot dishes as well as sushi and sashimi. We also have a shrimp yakisoba dish, which is very popular. This is our salmon fried rice, also called salmon chahan. And we have over here, this is our ebi roll. It's a katsu fried shrimp with avocado wrapped in rice with shiso yukari.
Wow.
And we have the same roll but topped with spicy tuna. This is called our blossom roll.
Wow.
Yum. All right, lots of different options at Yo Sushi and big specials
everyone try.
on Mondays. Everybody give it a bite.
Yeah, come on, check us out. Blue Mondays, $3.50 plates on the belt all day long.
That is some great,
and a wide
great
variety of
food.
vegetarian options.
All right, we will do. Rocky, thanks
All right.
for being here. Jeffrey, a good time as always.
Always have a great time here.
Enjoy yourself, Stevie. And there's a look at our rocker man from the 80s. Back in the day, here we all are in the 80s. Oh, yeah, that's fabulous.
Always a pleasure feeding you guys.
All right, everybody, take some time, remember the 80s, and enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great rest of the day.
Sayonara.
Loose, put on your sun.